Hi, my name is Spencer Iverson, and for those of you who don't know me, I was a former sports attorney, got involved in the industry of direct sales and network marketing several years ago, and introduced to the industry by a mentor of mine, a friend of mine, and we've gone on to have tremendous success in this industry. We have been blessed and made millions of dollars in this industry. I've grown to love this industry. I too was skeptical about the industry of network marketing, but I've grown to love it and embrace it for what it is, which is an opportunity for the average person to have above average success. But in our journey in this industry, one of the things that I have tried to do, coming from my background in corporate America and as an entrepreneur for the majority of my life, tried to establish a professional standard to elevate the perception of the industry. And I don't do a lot of videos like this. For those who know me, I don't post a lot of videos like this. However, from time to time, you do need to speak out about something that you do believe in. And for information that may be posted or put out there that is not true, in fact erroneous or even misleading, because I do think that this industry is in its golden era. A lot of people are looking for the right project, and they're running to the home-based business industry. A recent video was put out from a company that I highly respect, a company called World Ventures. And first, let me say this to the person who put that video out: congratulations to the company. As I travel around the world building on behalf of Paycation Travel, I compliment and I commend what is happening with World Ventures. I believe that that company is one of the gold standards in the travel multi-level marketing space. I appreciate the quality of the branding, the quality of the marketing materials, what you have done with the dream trips and the fantastic reputation that you have in the travel space. It is to be admired. You've been around for more than 10 years. And I think that's a pat on the back to not only your business model, but a pat on the back to how you operate your business at the level with which you do. So I was surprised that a top leader would take the time out of his schedule to put together a video that was so vicious in its attack against a company who is creating its own niche within the same space, an $8 trillion industry. And one of the things that I appreciate about the travel space, first of all, there's room for all of us. There's room for all of us. You see, I would expect more from a professional, someone who has enjoyed the benefits and tasted the fruits of this industry, an individual who has built an organization of tens of thousands of people, who has reached the pinnacle of his or her career in this industry. But to take the time, to spend the time, to go through and piece by piece try to tear down another company with really false information is surprising. You see, people come to the industry of network marketing from all walks of life, from different backgrounds, from different ideologies, from different life experiences. But this industry is also the great equalizer, where people who have very sophisticated corporate backgrounds and successful entrepreneurs can come in and do really well. But so can that single mom who's never owned a business. So can that husband who's trying to take care of his family, or maybe allow his wife to come home from that job. They can come in, submit themselves, and commit themselves to personal self-development, get with a good company at the right time, and have at least a chance to win, much like you do. But when we begin to do these attack ads and these attack videos, we begin to denigrate ourselves to the level of almost politicians. We're not politicians. They thrive on back and forth. They thrive on finding negatives about each other and putting it into the public marketplace. If you're watching this video and you're not a member of Paycation, understand this about the internet. Anybody can put any garbage on the internet. That doesn't make it true. It's like a bathroom at a gas station. Somebody can walk in, put something really nasty on the wall, and leave there anonymously. I think that's a cowardly thing to do. I think that as professionals in this industry, we should be looking to elevate this industry. I commend what's happening with our competitor there at World Ventures. And if there are some people in our company and their zeal to build their business have done some things in their recruiting efforts or efforts to expand in the marketplace that have been less than forward, have been maybe even unethical, we'll police them. We're in a self-policing industry, and we're growing. Paycation is only 19 months old. Our timing is outstanding. We're the darlings of the industry now. We're just named one of the fastest growing home-based projects in America. But for another leader, another icon of the industry, because I too have a lot of documentation in this industry, but what we are choosing to do in Paycation is to elevate the bar, because understand our goal. Our goal is not to be the wealthiest company in the world. Our goal is not to even be the biggest network marketing company in the world. However, what we will do is control what we have control over. And what we have control over is perception. And the way we want to be perceived is as one of the most admired multi-level marketing, network marketing companies in the world, the most admired. And so we're going to take the high road, and we will continue to compliment it, to commend, because we're growing in this industry. There's space for everybody to win, but it is unfair for that person who is really trying to find the right opportunity to be bombarded with negativity. There's enough of that in our industry, and at some point it has to stop. Why doesn't it stop with us as professionals at the top, leading by example? You see, I was a Coca-Cola scholar years ago, and as such, I had the opportunity to become the very first intern for the Coca-Cola Scholars Foundation in Atlanta. I saw business conducted at the highest level. And although Coca-Cola has a number of competitors, what Coca-Cola realizes is that Coca-Cola is number one. And they don't have to worry about all of their competitors. They're too busy being number one. So if you're great, be busy being great. You see, we're not going to look over our shoulder with Paycation. We're not looking to our left and we're not looking to our right. We're not going to tear down another company to make us look good. We're just going to focus on being great. Because by us being great, we win. And so let's preserve this opportunity. Let's elevate the industry to attack our founder, David Manning, the visionary for Paycation Travel, because he has had some failures in his past. Well, I recall a person who has failed over 1,009 times. His recipe was rejected 1,009 times until he tried for time 1,010, and it was accepted. His name was Harlan Sanders, the founder of Kentucky Fried Chicken. I recall a person who was fired from his job because his boss said, as an editor, you lack intelligence and creativity. He went on to try several more businesses and he failed. He even filed for bankruptcy. He found finally a recipe that worked for him in business, a model that worked. They called that man Walt Disney. You see, there have been great men in the past who have had great failures, who have tried and tried. Spencer Iverson has tried and failed. I'm not immune from the failures. I've tried different projects. I've tried different network marketing companies, and I've failed. That does not define who I am. It didn't define David Manning. He's tried some other businesses. And in his trying, in that experience, in that expertise, guess what's happened? He found one that worked. Because Paycation is on fire right now. And we are saving a lot of people. We're helping a lot of people. These trips that we're taking are real. We've got great leaders like Mr. Mark Campese, our president. We have an incredible vice president of marketing, Mr. Donald Bradley, an industry icon, a great visionary, a leader of tens of thousands. And we have tens of thousands of other leaders around the country in different parts of the world right now who are looking at great examples like yourselves, who want to have the shot to be like a World Ventures. You've been around for 10 years. Your owners didn't have a great track record either. They came from a company called GT Trends, and it didn't do well either. But you know what? They've gone on and they found the right recipe with World Ventures. So we have space. If one were to Google World Ventures right now, World Ventures scam, over 400,000 entries would come up. But did that define you all as a company? Of course it did not. Of course it did not. You all went on to become great. We will become great. But let's not look over to our shoulder. Let's not tear each other down. Let's be great as an industry. Let's elevate the standard of the industry. Let's win in this industry. Because you don't need much of $8 trillion to win. So here's what I say. As I look at the lives that we're changing at Paycation, as I look at the timing that we have in this industry, as I look at the incredible leadership and the fact that I've been in so many different countries in a short amount of time, in Paycation, husbands being able to liberate their wives, wives being able to spend time with their kids, college students now having hope for the future. I tell you what, if Paycation is a scam, sign me up.